you could be, Dana could put that nice big belt on you. You're looking out at everybody happy. Heavyweight champion. Say Cain Velasquez comes back. Cain goes down to the bar, wants to throw a few back, puts his belt on the table. Hey, it's a heavyweight champion, order him a drink. Some drunk from the corner of the bar pulls a knife on Cain. A biker drunk, tough drunk. F you, blah, blah, do, get out of here. Cain's like, nah. He comes in for a simple pick up, a slam. How he fights. The knife is sticking in Cain's kula. Cain's a dead man. There's no magic against a knife. If you do not know principles against a knife, you will die. The worst fight I'd ever been, I was in a coma for 4 days. We have a picture of me. I didn't have a forehead, I had a 5 head. My head was that big. Okay? Tom took the picture. Of course, he had a big cruise. Of course, the fight was with Tom. So me and Tom are together, and we had 3 guys that were heavyweight wrestlers breaking into MMA. Each one of them were about this big. We went into a bar called Gringo's. Tom pulled the typical Tom because he's a pool player. And when you get Tom on the pool table, you end up in a fight. You can't put Tom on a pool table. You can't give him alcohol either. He's like a gremlin. He comes with instructions. All right. So we're at the pool table. He busts a triple bank, and of course he buries it. And instead of being subtle, he says some smart ass remark to the bikers. Einstein taught me this, you know. And we were in a big fight. Okay. Now, drunk as he was, and I had a few back, we both had the common sense to grab a bottle and break it. The whole bar came after us, bikers. My 3 guys that were with me to protect me, they all picked one man in a bar of 20 people, and they ran, charged, picked them up, slammed them to do a ground and pound. Now my 3 guys are getting destroyed by 17 bikers. Me and Tom are sitting there with our you-know-what's in our hand with a broken bottle, and we got beat up badly. I was in a coma. If those 3 bikers had known, wrestlers had known martial art, had known our art, instead of just MMA, run over and grab one guy in a crowded bar, wonder why they're getting kicked in the head by the whole bar, okay? Had they have known things like, well, if somebody grabs a weapon, you grab your bottle, back off and hold, stand your ground. A simple thing, break a bottle and stand your ground, okay? So, the moral to the story is one-on-one is a sport, and it will always be a sport. And the world finally caught on to that. And there's nothing wrong with, knowing one-on-one, of course. Have your jiu-jitsu down, have your kickboxing down. One-on-one, come on. You don't lose one-on-one fights unless you're picking on Cain, okay? So that's the story. And this is what we want to get into your head, okay? The last thing I want to say about the combat end is this. I grew up doing tournament karate. Anybody grew up doing tournament karate? Okay. You ever see any real fights in the tournament karate world? They don't happen often because, it's not very violent. But when they're doing their tournament karate, they do get in fights occasionally. I was at the Long Beach Internationals in 1978 in Asano, took the whole Jeet Kune Do class and said, everybody come on, go down to the International, sign up for black belt and spar. We want to give you some good experience. And we're like, you mean it's not full contact? No, you just touch real close. Don't worry about it. Okay? And it's like, what? And I'll never forget it. I'm squaring off with some dude, and I'm moving around like this, and he's down here. And he comes in with something. I go, bam! I stuck this boy right in the nose with a jab. Looking at the ref. Nothing. I'm looking at the other ref. Nothing. So we move around again. He hits me with another, some spin thing. I stuck him right in the nose with another jab. I looked at the ref again. He's looking at me like, what are you looking at? And from the top of the thing, Dan is yelling down at me, Vunak! While I'm fighting. This was my first year with him. He didn't know my name. Vunak! I'm like, what, Sifu? He goes, Ki. Now, he brought me here. I didn't know what the hell. Ki. Yell! All right? Homeboy comes with his woo. I stuck him for the third time right in the nose. 3-0. Bam. Step back. I looked at the judge and the other judge, and I went, ah! Point red.
Shit.
Okay? Now, in that very tournament, there was a fight. Okay? After I fought, there was a team black belt against another team. And me and Dan are watching them fight. Every black belt on the court was on the ground, rolling around. Y'all don't know how to wrestle? What are you doing on the ground? All the stand-up fighters got in a real fight. What did they do? They ended up rolling around on the ground like somebody's 14-year-old. And then fast forward to Joe Moriera's tournament. Cruz won second place, purple belt division. We're in that tournament, and a big fight broke out. I don't think Tom had anything to do with this one. I don't know. And a big fight broke out, and what did they do? All the black belts, they're standing flat-footed, swinging. Not one of them are on the ground. Okay? So when I tell you a sport is a sport, no matter how good you are at that sport, if you haven't trained for a real fight, you don't know how to fight yet. And in a real fight, I guarantee you, out of 100 fights, 95 are going to be mass attack with weapons. Mass attack with weapons. 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 4-on-2, on the ground, off the ground, and with weapons. And we are the ones doing it. I'm not going to talk the whole time, but the first morning I have to get principles out to you. Okay? And then we're going to be training more and more, and we'll get more physical. But I got to get this stuff out to everybody. Okay? All right. Let's grab our partners. Pick up where we left off. Okay? The last trap you did was a lap salto to an arm wrench. If anybody has 5 more minutes, and we're going to move on.